Hello Swatantra TV viewers. I am Mahima, welcoming you to our English Bulletin with latest news, updates and analysis. NDA's top court has struck down a scheme that allowed people to make anonymous donations to political parties, calling it unconstitutional. Electoral bonds were launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government in 2018. The BJP-led union government claimed that the scheme would induct transparency into political funding. The court directed the government-run State Bank of India (SBI) to not issue any more such bonds, to provide identity details of those who bought them, and to give information about bonds redeemed by each political party to the Election Commission within a week. The bench, comprising Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Justices Sanjeev Khanna, B.R. Gavai, J.B. Pardiwala and Manoj Misra, delivered two separate and unanimous verdicts on the pleas challenging the scheme. Modi's Bharatiya Janata Party has received most of the funds through the bonds. Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud said the right to information, RTI, law is not confined to state affairs, but also includes information necessary for participatory democracy. These interest-free, time-limited bonds are issued in fixed denominations of 1,000 to 10 million rupees and can be purchased from a state-owned bank during specific periods of time through the year. The critics, however, say that the bonds are not entirely anonymous since the state-owned bank has a record of both the donor and the recipient, making it easy for the ruling government to access details and use the information to influence donors. After the Supreme Court verdict striking down the centre's electoral bond scheme, the Congress targeted Prime Minister Narendra Modi, with Congress leader Rahul Gandhi accusing the ruling party of corruption. Another proof of Narendra Modi's corrupt policies is in front of the people. The BJP had made electoral bonds a medium for taking bribe and commission. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge welcomed the decision of the Supreme Court, which has struck down this black money conversion scheme of the Modi government. He hoped that Modi government will stop resorting to such mischievous ideas in future and listens to the Supreme Court, so that democracy, transparency and level playing field persists.
भारत जोड़ो यात्रा एक साल पहले की कन्याकुमारी से कश्मीर तक चले 4,000 किलोमीटर, हर रोज 20-25 किलोमीटर चलते थे 6 बजे उठकर, और लाखों लोग हमारे साथ चले। समुद्र के तट से शुरू किया, हिमालय तक पहुंच गए, पूरा देश देखने को मिला। युवाओं से बात की, किसानों से, मजदूरों से 7-8 घंटे बात होती थी, अलग अलग लोगों से बात होती थी। शाम को 15-20 मिनट ऐसे हम अपनी बात रखते थे। लोगों ने हमसे पूछा 4,000 किलोमीटर चलने की क्या जरूरत हुई? कहा कि देखिए राहुल जी, 4,000 किलोमीटर शायद पहले कोई चला नहीं है, आपको जरूरत क्यों पड़ी? मैं कहता था देखिए पूरा का पूरा सिस्टम जो है, मीडिया का सिस्टम।
Some trains on the Delhi-Amritsar route were diverted on Thursday after farmers squatted on tracks at many places in Punjab over the Haryana police's action against Delhi Chalo protesters. Farmers also staged sit-in at several toll plazas and forced authorities to not charge the commuters a toll fee. Bharatiya Kisan Union and BKU Dakunda, Dhana, had given the call for a 4-hour rail blockade protest at several places in Punjab. Farmers began their stir around 12 p.m. by squatting on rail tracks at several places. The demonstrations are likely to continue till 4 p.m. As farmers are sitting on the railway tracks at several places on the main Delhi-Amritsar route, railway authorities diverted the routes of the trains via Chandigarh and Lohian Khas. A spokesperson of Indian Railways said Shatabdi and Shani Punjab Express trains coming from Delhi were terminated at the Ludhiana railway station. Enforcement Directorate has questioned senior Paytm executives and seized documents following the recent RBI action of barring Paytm Payments Bank Ltd from accepting deposits or top-ups in any customer account, official sources said Thursday. The central agency is conducting preliminary examination of documents before it decides to launch a formal investigation into the RBI-flagged alleged irregularities at the fintech company under the Foreign Exchange Management Act. Some documents have been recently submitted by Paytm executives following which they were asked certain questions. Some more information has been sought, the sources said. As of now, no irregularities have been detected and a case under FEMA will only be registered once any contravention under the said law is found, they added. Several farmers' unions, including the Sanyukt Kisan Morcha, SKM, have called for a Gramin Bharat Bandh or nationwide strike on Friday, 16th February, to press for their demands before the centre. The Sanyukt Kisan Morcha urged all like-minded farmers' organizations to unite and take part in 16th February Gramin Bharat Bandh called by the central trade unions. The Bharat Bandh call comes even as hundreds of farmers marching from Punjab have been stopped at the state's border with Haryana near Ambala, about 200 kilometers away from Delhi. Haryana security forces have used tear gas on them to try and disperse them. A Delhi police source said they are determined to not let the protesters enter the national capital should they advance. Sanyukt Kisan Morcha, a non-political outfit, has urged all like-minded farmer organizations to unite and take part in the Bharat Bandh. The day-long protest will begin from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Congress party has pledged its support to the call for Bandh by the Farmers Association.
ਇਹ ਬੇਮੌਸਮੀ ਬਾੜ ਪੈਣ ਕਰਕੇ ਇੱਕ ਤੇ ਕਿਸਾਨ ਦਾ ਉਹ ਝਾੜ ਘਟ ਰਿਹਾ ਨਿਕਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਵਾ ਦੂਸਰਾ ਇਹ ਕੇਂਦਰ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੇ ਘਟ ਲਾਤਾ ਵਾ ਇਹ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਕਿਸਾਨ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਰ ਰਹੀ ਆ ਸੋ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੱਟ ਲੱਗੇ ਆ ਅੱਜ ਤੇ ਛੋਟੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਆ ਪਰ ਇਹ ਵੱਡੇ ਮੋਰਚੇ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੱਟ ਲਾਏ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਭਰਪਾਈ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਵੇਗੀ
ਕਿ ਨਾ ਕੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੋਂ ਕਿਸਾਨ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਬੜੀ ਦੇਰ ਤੋਂ ਕਿਸਾਨ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਹੱਕੀ ਮੰਗਾਂ ਮੰਗ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਮੀਟਿੰਗਾਂ ਵੀ ਲਗਾਤਾਰ ਹੋ ਚੁੱਕੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਪਰ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਵਜੂਦ ਵੀ ਸੁਣਵਾਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਕੀ ਕਾਰਨ ਲੱਗਦਾ
ਦੇਖੋ ਸੁਣਵਾਈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਮੋਦੀ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਪਿਛਲੀ
The Telangana government stares at a huge financial burden over the next 14 years in the form of debt servicing of the loans taken for the construction of the Kaleshwaram project. In its report submitted to the Telangana Assembly, the CAG pegged the future liability on the Kaleshwaram project towards debt servicing would work out to 1.41 lakh rupees crore over the next 14 years. As the state registered a revenue deficit, it is forced to finance the revenue deficit from market borrowings. The state government will have to repay 2.52 lakh rupees crore as principal and interest on the market borrowings by 2030 to 2033 and this would put significant pressure on the government finances. The CAG report pointed out that the state borrowed heavily off the budget for the Kaleshwaram project. The major portion of budget borrowings belongs to Kaleshwaram Project Corporation Limited. It borrowed the money on behalf of the state government and as the detailed project report of the Kaleshwaram project did not envisage any revenue streams, the onus of bearing these huge liabilities would be on the state government. The revenue deficit which has been pegged at 9,335 crore rupees has been understated by 1,157 crore rupees due to non-discharge of interest liabilities on account of certain misclassifications between revenue and capital expenditure and transfer of lapsed deposit amount to revenue head. A man and his wife were axed to death, allegedly by his brother and other relatives over a land dispute at Kannagragon village in Kumuram Bhim, Asifabad district on Thursday. The deceased were identified as Dengre Dasru, 1952, and his wife Janabai, 47, died on the spot when his elder brother Patru and his family members attacked the two with an axe. The alleged assailants surrendered themselves before police after murdering the couple. Savita, daughter of Dasru, remained a mute spectator when her parents were brutally murdered. She informed the local police about the incident. Police said the two families were at loggerheads following a dispute over boundaries of their farmlands for quite a long time. A man was mauled to death at Sri Venkateswara Zoological Park in Tirupati after entering the lion's enclosure there. The incident took place Thursday afternoon when a 34-year-old Prahlad Gujjar, who hailed from Rajasthan's Alwar, jumped into the buffer zone around the enclosure. He climbed over the 12-foot-high fence surrounding the enclosure, which has a lion and 2 lionesses. He jumped and fell in front of the lions, and he mauled to death in no time. He died on the spot, according to zoo authorities. After mauling him, the lions stood nearby till their caretakers coaxed them into the feeding cages, following which the man's body was retrieved.
దాని పక్కనే మడక ఉంది ఈ పైన కాలుకి
అది ఉన్నప్పుడు లేదుగా ఫీలింగ్
కాదు కాళ్ళకి సినిమా గర్జన
The YSR Congress, on the instruction of its President and Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy, appointed YSRC State Legal Cell Committee with 9 members. M. Manohar Reddy of Annamaya District was appointed as YSRC SLCC State Presidents. Vice Presidents were B. Nara Hari Reddy of Tirupati, Pilla Ravi of NTR, and N. Kalidas Reddy of Vishakhapatnam. Official spokespersons were Paka Satyanarayan of Vishakhapatnam, Kotmaraju Sujata of NTR, LK. Surendra Nath of Anantapur and Syed Babu Shak of Guntur. YSRC SLCC General Secretaries were K. Pull Reddy of Kurnool, Poluri Venkat Reddy of Guntur, T. Velugondaya of Prakasam, Pitta Damodra Rao of Srikakulam, GSK Vijaya Bhaskar Reddy of Tirupati, C. Ramachandra Reddy of Sri Satya Sai, and Nakka Ramdas of Kakinara. In a big jolt to the opposition party, former Union Minister Kishore Chandra Deo resigned from Telugu Desam Party on Thursday. He sent his resignation letter to the TDP chief Chandrababu Naidu, in which he stated that he cannot sell his soul for the sake of power. He also claimed that Naidu is trying to get into the good books of BJP after coming out on bail in the multi-crore skill development scam case. In 2019, Deo had quit Congress and joined the TDP, and in the same year contested the Lok Sabha election from Araku parliamentary constituency. A 6-time MP, Deo was the Union Tribal Affairs Minister during the Manmohan Singh-led UPA to government at the centre. .70 points or 0.32% to end at 21,910.75. Despite the broad-based recovery, market participants are more inclined towards quality large-cap stocks owing to the prevailing valuation gap, which led them to exercise caution on small and mid-caps. BJP National Secretary Bandi Sanjay Kumar has put an end to speculation on alliance between BJP and BRS in the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. No person having a wise head on his or her shoulders will entertain such an idea. He quipped that the BRS was a sinking ship. Addressing the media at Agraharam village in the district on Thursday on the last day of his Prajita Yatra Phase 1, he predicted that the BRS would draw blank in the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. Moreover, the BJP is predicted to win from 400 seats, he elaborated. Why should the BJP undertake the misadventure of having an alliance with the BRS, he questioned. Many BRS leaders are quitting the party to join the BJP. On learning about it, KCR has been staging a drama in the name of alliance with the BJP, he said. The Congress and BRS are friends, and it was an open secret. Moreover, they had political alliance in the past. They conspired to defeat the BJP presidential candidate in the elections to elect President of India, he alleged. He expressed his indignation over publicity gaining ground in media that there was a possible alliance between the BRS and the BJP. He went one step further and called it a drama staged by the BRS and Congress together. In all, 30 tons of rice worth 12 lakh rupees meant for public distribution system was seized by Suryapeta police at Suryapeta Janagoan X roads on Thursday while being smuggled to Hyderabad from Khammam, according to District Superintendent of Policy Rahul Hegde. He told the media that 4 persons were arrested in connection with the incident, while another person was at large. A lorry, 3 vehicles were seized and the arrested were sent for remand. The SP warned of initiating stern action against anyone selling the PDS rice or buying it. The SP appreciated the police for apprehending the smugglers. CPM State Secretariat member Julkanti Rangareddy has demanded that the state government call an all-party meeting immediately on Krishna River Water Management Board and also sought allocation of funds to pending irrigation projects in the undivided Nalgonda district. He appealed to the state government to conduct a comprehensive probe into the sinking of the Medigedda project pillars and taking stern action against the culprits. He slammed former CM K. Chandrasekhar Rao for turning Medigedda project into a crematorium. Addressing media at Dodi Komuraya Bhavan here on Thursday, he alleged that severe injustice was done to Nalgonda district during the previous regime. Thank you for watching Swatantra TV English Bulletin. For a complete and comprehensive English news bulletin, please do watch Swatantra TV. This is Mahima, signing off. Keep watching Swatantra TV.